Hey my lovelies, my name is Jane and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Just to let you know, my camera is, I don't know what's the matter with my camera. I had trouble with it in my last video, so I am filming back on my iPhone for a minute, so please forgive it if it's not as good as normal, or maybe if it's better than normal, let me know down below and we can switch back. Okay, so today I've been using up products, so I thought, you know what, I've got a tray of products that I've been trying to work through. Some I already have. I thought it'd be nice to sit down and share it with you so you can see what I've been using recently. I got so much makeup, it's a case I need to use some up. So I have emptied, believe it or not, 4 setting powders. Still got a drawer full, don't get me wrong, but I've emptied 4. So let's start off with the powders that I've used up. I decided to do this about a couple of months ago. I thought, you know what, I've got a bit in this and a bit in that and a bit in something else. And I thought, well, why don't I just do, have a separate little pot at the side and use up some bits, rather than sort of just having them hanging around a bit here, using them up, and then it's a case of putting it back, not using it for ages. I'm like, do you know what, let's just clear out some space, and it's always good to make room for new stuff. Hopefully I'm looking at the camera at the right place, because like I said, it's been so long since I filmed on my iPhone. It's been about 10 months, since I got my proper camera, so I just feel out of sorts. So if it's all a bit out of sorts, please forgive me. So finally finished up my Laura Mercier translucent powder. There is a bit left in there. I've done this to a few actually. I have destroyed the top trying to get it all out. I cannot get this top off. Oh, I've tried everything. So there's some in there and it bugs me, but I quit. It's like, I quit, you're gone, I quit. Would I repurchase? Absolutely. Definitely would repurchase that. It's a beautiful powder, Price tag's a bit on the pricey side. I think I paid about £34 for it, so a bit on the pricey side, but oh, I did love that one. The next powder that I used up was the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder. And I did manage to get the top off of this one. So I did manage to empty it completely. So really chuffed about that one. So had this one for quite a while. Again, just had bits in, so I thought, use it up, you gotta go. And would I purchase that one again? It was a really, really nice powder, but it's not like on the top list of powders to repurchase. I did like it, would recommend it, but the next one I did like a lot better than probably the last 2, to be fair, which surprised me. And that one is the Too Faced Born This Way powder. And again, this one's in translucent. Let's get it the right way up. And again, managed to get the top off this one to use it all up, so well chuffed with that. But that one would probably be the first one I'd go and repurchase once I've worked my way through a lot of other powders, because I have got a lot still left. Just done a quick count, I've still got 14 left and I've used up 4. Nobody needs that many powders in their life, but obviously I did, so hence I'm using up stuff at the moment. So the next powder that I used up was the Jeffree Star, I think this one, it was the Glow Powder, and this one was in the shade Fair. Again, I tried to destroy it. I really, really did. Couldn't get the lid off. And there's still, I don't know whether you can see that, there's still a chunk in there and I can't get it out, and I'm like, enough now. It's like, it's not like it's the last powder I own and it's the last bit of powder I've got, because it isn't. So I'm like, just give up, girl, just give it up. Now, a powder that I've recently added into my stash, because I thought, you know what, again, you've been hanging around for quite a while, time to use it up, and that is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and this one is in the shade 105. So again, not that into pressed powders, and I think that's why it just gets put to the wayside. So I'm like, do you know what, I was in my powder drawer the other day and I'm thinking, I really need to use it. I pulled it out, so I'll use that for a change today, and I thought, do you know what, let's put it in my use it up pile. So that one's in there. So I've not got that much left in there at the moment to use up, but I'm sure I will keep adding stuff. The next one I'm going to use up, and I would repurchase this in a heartbeat, I really would, because I love it so much, is the Huda Beauty Tantour Bronzer in Fair. Let's get this one opened. And as you can see, there really isn't very much left in there at all. I love this one. Like I said, I absolutely love this one. Let's give it a swatch of that one. It blends out like a dream. The colour is gorgeous, and absolutely would buy this one if I didn't have quite a few cream bronzers that I've barely touched. Oh dear. So yeah, so that one really had to go in that pile. Wondering what's on my face? I can link the previous video below, so if you haven't seen that one of how I get this look on my face today, you know, it's a case of because I haven't had chance to film, I thought I'd do 2 in 1 today. And I was smart enough to change my top. I had this thing, it's a case of, oh, I bet I'll forget to change my top so it just looks a bit different. No, I did remember to change my top, so quite chuffed with myself on that one, you know. But yeah, this one I will link down below, or even put it in the eye above, whichever side it goes. So if you wanted to check that one out, like I say, it will be linked below. Okay, so the next item that I'm trying to use up, again, I've only just put this one in the collection to use up, and it's looking a bit skanky. And this is the Elf Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish in the shade Beige Pale. Again, it's been sat around a while. Oh, I've got too many concealers, honestly. A bit like my powders, I've got too many. So that's the shade of that one there, which is a really nice one. So again, time to be used up or binned. So it's like, get it used up. There's not a lot left. The other one I'm trying to use up is a blusher, a cream blusher. This is from the brand, I'm probably going to butcher it because sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. Illuminating. Yep, and it's from their Colour Veil range. And this is in the shade, ooh, not sure on that one. It was probably on the box like everything else is. Yeah, it just says Colour Veil blusher on there. And again, you can see how little I actually have left of this. Again, it's the pot size is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare just to try and get anything in there. So I'm running out of space now. But it is a really beautiful mauvey colour. And I really do like that one, but I wouldn't repurchase it because it's the pot size. It's just too cumbersome. You know, you stick your fingers and that in there and it's, no, I don't want to be doing that. You know, so I've tried dipping the thin end of Beauty Blender in there. It's all right. You know, I've got a thinner brush that I use, and I've resorted. I'll show you which brush I've resorted to using, just to get it out. Really, is this like little concealer brush? As you can see the colour in that on there. And this is the Morphe M73, and that one I literally and then just chuck it on, blend it out my Beauty Blender. Only way I could figure it out. So we're using that one up. I've got a mascara that I'm using up as well. And again, it's probably been hanging around a bit too long and it probably needs binning, but it's a really good mascara and it's still doing its job. But it is nearly empty now. And it is the Mini Roller Lash from Benefit. I do love this one. I really do. You know, it's got a nice little curved wand and that on it. And it's a case of time to use you up. It really is time to use you up. And I've just used up a setting spray. Now, I don't think this one's available anymore because I do know that here in the UK, Superdrug had a sale on to get rid of all their makeup. And I think when I went online, I couldn't find any makeup from this brand anymore either, which is it's from Nip Fab, and it is their Illuminating Fixings Mist. So as you can see, that one's all gone. I literally had the tiniest bit left. It's all right. Not a favourite by any means. It's just all right. But I just wanted to use it up. So it's gone. It can be binned now. I've got one foundation that I've put in that, again, I think I only put it in there yesterday because I was kind of picking a foundation for the day like you do. I have plenty to choose from. That's the problem. But I did notice that my Flower Beauty, which one is it? Light Illusion one in porcelain is nearly empty. Now, Superdrug has stopped selling the Flower Beauty at the moment, They were the only sellers in the UK. So right at this moment that we're filming this, I cannot get it anywhere else in the UK. I'm not getting it shipped over because on the Flower Beauty website, they don't ship to the UK. I've already looked. So I'm a bit upset about that one. You know, I really do like this foundation. Trouble is with this foundation, it can be temperamental. Some days on my skin, it looks flawless, it looks beautiful, it is just absolutely stunning. And then other days, I have problems with it. You know, it'll be all like funny up around here and on my chin and around my nose. And I'm like, well, what have I done differently? It's like, well, nothing. So it's very hit and miss, but it's usually more hit than miss. This is about my 4th bottle. So it's obviously doing something right mostly, you know. So we do a swatch of that one for you. So that's the colour there that I usually wear. Like I said, it's a bit pale for me at the moment anyway, but we're bronzing it up, it's fine. But yeah, at the moment, that's the only foundation I've got in this one. Last but not least, a couple of fragrances. You know, I've got a lot of fragrances. Not as many as I used to have because I donated a bag full to my daughter. I had so many fragrances, I just didn't have space for them anymore. So I kept all my like favourites. And then anything else that I'm finding I wasn't picking up very often, it's a case that you're just going, you're all gorgeous, but you're just going. So one I've all but used up now is the Eternity for Women Calvin Klein Summer. Really nice one. This was about, when I first started it, I think it was full up to about here. And again, I started this about 6 weeks ago. So now, I don't know if you can see, there's hardly any left in there. So we're going to finish using that one up. And yesterday I did add another one to it, which is the Femme Hugo Boss. I've got, some of the lids are missing, some of them I've got, you know, they fall off and that, and I just bin them. It's like, oh, if you're not going to stay on, you're going in the bin. So this is a bit dusty. Shows last time I picked this one up, doesn't it, really? You know, but that one's got a fair bit of it in, but I do already have another one of these. So it's like, you're going in to be used up. It's like, enough already, just use it up. I've got my eye on another one that can probably come over. So I think when the Eternity's finished, I'm going to bring the other one over. But yeah, I just thought I'd share some of the things that I was using up at the moment, you know. So just a quick short video today. So thank you for watching. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And hopefully I will see you all on the next one.